All right. Hello, chat. How's it going? Hopefully well. We're back. We are going to be playing more Ace Combat Zero. Just getting through the medals. Just still getting through the medals. That's about it, honestly. There's not really much crazy going on with that streams right now. There's no like wild challenges. We're not like playing a weird game that no one normally plays. Like it's pretty tame right now, like all things considered. I mean, as tame as getting like 200 S ranks can really be. Oh, also my nose is all fucked up. Bro, just before anyone is like, oh my god, he's like Rudolph. Like, yes. What's it? Yesterday. Whoa, my stream is super choppy. Hold on. I see a problem. Let me reset my OBS real quick. Are we back? It looks like we're back. Oh, it's all still... Okay, hold on. Ethernet's connected over there. After that one incident, I'm gonna have to check it every time now. Hold on, give me another second. Ah, we're back now? Why does it look like that? You see that? Look at how and choppy it is. Maybe set it over there. Hold on. Okay, my main monitor is messing with me, I swear. Hold on. This ain't right. Ah, it was over there. Okay. My monitor just blacked again. Twice. Twice just now while I'm moving around. Oh, that was the game. I thought that it happened a third time. That was just the game. Okay. We'll see what happens. I think something might be up, but I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, oh yeah, my nose. Right. Yesterday, I was trimming my beard, and I spotted in the mirror this one nose hair, like legit, not like nose hair, like in the nose, like no, like little hair growing out of the top of my nose, and I was like, what the hell is that? So I take my razor and I just go to like take it right off. I nicked my nose because of course I did. Straight razor. What was I thinking? It bled a lot. It bled so much. Like I think it took like 15 minutes to stop bleeding. But it's whatever. And I've now learned to yeah, take tweezers to it. Like go and get some tweezers instead of just using the razor that's already in my hand. Because I was like, oh, convenience. I'm already shaving. Didn't work. It didn't work. But then this morning, I woke up and I had like a big ol' red spot on my nose. I had one of those classic, like, little bit of acne in the nose in like the worst spot where you can't really get it. I got it, but it's all inflamed from me getting it, even though I got it like 5 hours ago at this point. So I look like Rudolph today. That's just how it is. But yes, I saw the Devil May Cry anime teaser. It looked alright. It looked pretty solid. I'm like cautiously optimistic because like what they're showing looks good. It does. But I'm still just like, literally all they're showing is just little snippets of action scenes. So I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Looks all right. Yeah, it looks well animated. Looks like the action is choreographed well, but that's like, this is the second teaser we've gotten, and still all they've shown is like little action clips. Like we don't even know what the story's gonna be like at all. It doesn't sound like Ruben Langdon is voicing him. It doesn't sound like they got Dante's normal voice actor back. Man, why? I can't explain it, you guys. Like 3 of my buddies from high school still really into Overwatch 2. Like when they've got spare time, it's Overwatch 2. Is being voiced by Nero? Wait, is he? Is that legit? I did bring FAEBs to an air battle, didn't I? It's fine. We're just death spiraling right now. Oh boy. Or having someone else edit these streams into highlight videos. I have, like, I probably could, but I don't know. I mean, on this channel, I think it would just feel super out of place with like the rest of the videos. Like it would be a second channel sort of thing. And even then, like starting a second channel and needing to get that monetized and get all the advanced features and everything. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have the time to edit for that. And I also don't really want to like pay out the ass for a bunch of editing on a channel that's not monetized. So I don't know. I did not think that would hit. Belkan Witchcraft FAEBs. Yeah, we can make them work, surely. With enough determination, I bet it's possible. We don't even need to make them work. Everything just keeps flying straight at me. Who needs to make them work? What does it take to get a channel monetized? To get ad revenue, which is what I really mean. You have to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time in the last year, in the last 365 days. You can get like memberships and super chats and all that now. I don't know exactly what the number is for that, but you can get them before the normal partnership mark now. Back when I was trying to get monetized, that wasn't a thing though. If you make a second channel under the same, no, it's per channel rather than per like Gmail, if you will. Although maybe, probably not. I doubt, I could ask for an exception, but I doubt I would get it. YouTube's been nice to me lately. Actually, just yesterday, you guys know what was really nice yesterday? I got a little gift from YouTube. This is not the first time that YouTube has just randomly sent me something, but this one I actually particularly was thankful for, because you know what they sent me? They sent me 6 free months of YouTube Premium, which I've never had. I wasn't gonna pay for it, but I was like, you know what? Half a year of YouTube Premium for free? I'll take it. So I have ad-free YouTube. I don't use the YouTube Music app on mobile, but I was just like, on the thing, it was like, here's everything that YouTube Premium gets you. But apparently, it like allows you to lock your phone or like minimize the app on YouTube Music and still have the music playing. I don't know. There was a bunch of stuff. Half a year for free? Yeah, like if it was just like a month, I wouldn't have been, like I wouldn't have really paid much attention to it. I would have just been like, oh, thank you. Yoink. That would have been about it. But I was actually really pleasantly surprised because it was a long ass, like they just sent me the code to punch in. It was a long, basically like a gift card. It's almost like they just gifted it like normal. But it's great. I haven't seen a YouTube ad at all today. Or like late last night. I only checked my email and saw it late last night. Oh God. Do I have, oh, I have plenty of missiles. We're fine. Yeah, I don't know how I got on YouTube's nice list for this one, but they have like a newer program that they've started doing lately where it's essentially like a program to try to give back to partners, and I somehow got on the list for it. So I randomly just get an email where they're like, hey, do you want this? Like recently, they also gave me a code for like 3 months of Adobe Creative Cloud. I'm probably just gonna give that to a friend because I don't use anything Adobe, but like they just kind of randomly send shit when you're on the list. And I don't know how I got on the list, but I'm on the list. Ooh, come on. Mooching off my brothers. Whoa. That's true. The thing with premium is premium still pays creators like as if the ads are playing anyway. Premium actually pays way better than ads do, weirdly, because like YouTube, I've explained it before. You know, like obviously every time you open a YouTube video, you're not gonna get an ad every single time you watch a video, right? And YouTube pays per ad play, not literally, but like essentially. It's a little more complicated than that, but think of it like that. Like you get paid when the ad plays, right? When the user sees the ad. For YouTube Premium, they've kind of like over-adjusted with it because Premium just assumes that you would have gotten the ad anyway every single time and pays out like the equivalent amount every single time someone with Premium watches, rather than like 8 times out of 10 or whatever it otherwise would be. So it's not like a major difference, but Premium actually does pay better than ad revenue does, weirdly. Because it's a known rate you get. Yeah, it's also like even paying like that for premium views, right? Because YouTube themselves are footing that bill when it comes to that. They're making enough off of the subscription that like paying out, I mean, what even is it? I'm trying to think. The average YouTube RPM is like $4. So paying out like 1/3 of a cent every video watched isn't really gonna hurt YouTube. They're making a profit off of that anyway, even with paying creators so much. Like obviously it's one of those things where some users, they'll lose money doing it. Like some people who watch so much YouTube, but on the whole, like averaged out, they still make money. So it works out for everyone. Premium users don't get ads, YouTube gets their money, creators get more money, everyone's happy. They probably lose money with me. They definitely will with me. I watch so much YouTube. Like, you don't understand. I'm sitting here working like almost all day, and my second monitor has something playing like the entire time. Like, I genuinely do consume ridiculous amounts of YouTube over the course of like a week, a month, 6 months, especially. Holy shit. Oh God. Ooh. Don't cross me up like that. How is he not dead? Do they get like a short invincibility period after they go yellow? Oh, probably a quality of life thing. Yeah, they definitely do. So that you don't accidentally shoot them down if you're doing like a night run or something. That would make a ton of sense, actually. They definitely get like a very short invincibility when they go yellow. Think of how much more you can watch when there's no ads. I know. I know. So much more YouTube. Honestly, YouTube ads aren't that bad though. Like they really, it might just be because I come from Twitch, but I've never felt like YouTube ads have been bad. And dude, especially, Christ. I haven't really used TikTok at all in like months at this point. But at least the last time that I did like open up TikTok and scroll a little bit, it felt like it was like 60% ads on my TikTok feed. Either ads or just like videos of a creator like trying to sell you a product through the commission shop. TikTok is insane. Like legit, I felt like more than every other video was an ad in some way. The last time I was on there. I don't know if it's like gotten worse. I don't know if it's chilled out. Like, I don't know what's going on at this point. I just haven't been on the app, but it was getting really bad on TikTok. Oh, wow, I flew way too high looking for this guy. Sweet. There we go. I always think that the camera flip to the next target is going to be sooner than that. Only one hit. Come on. Sweet. Whoa, oh, he's crazy. Okay, we're doing this. Oh God, warning motion sickness users. Spiraling down to the ground like that will definitely do it for some people. That'll get someone sick for sure. Oh, what? I didn't think I was actually gonna get hit. This dude's crazy. Who the fuck is this? Oh, okay. Got my kill stolen. That's cool. Oh, what? That'll do it. Project Wingman mention achieved already. It never takes long. Ooh. Oh yeah, I forgot that Twitch has like a, what's it called? It's not called Premium. Turbo, Twitch Turbo. I knew it was called something like that. They do have a Turbo. I forget that they even have it. Where you can pay a subscription on Twitch to not get any ads. I have no idea how that pays creators though. Let me see if False knows. There. Has to be the leader. Yeah, I feel like the last one always randomly like jumps up in difficulty.
The round table is finally topped. Incidentally, the pilot in the
How many hours do you have on Armored Core 6?
That's
a good question, actually.
Belka is no longer a threat.
Balls. Let's see. 145 hours. You know, Just a classy 145. I did not think it was gonna be that high. I didn't think it was gonna be even close to that high. What? Oh, oof. It feels a little
The Belkan forces
shameful.
are beginning to take flight. The industrial city of Hoffnung is crucial to the enemy's industrial strategy and the heart of its war productions.
Probably like half of that is unranked, I would say.
That all Belkan War
No.
production must be stopped to expedite the end of the war.
I would say probably like 80 hours in single player
The operation will primarily involve the
and like
bombing of ground facilities by the Allied
65-ish.
forces' bombers.
That would be
Your mission is
in
to support
ranked.
those bombers and attack enemy facilities. We have achieved near total air supremacy over the target area, but don't let your guard down. There may still be sporadic resistance.
The last one is always the leader somehow. I think it's kind of what I said. I think they probably just have a thing in there where the last of each ace squadron that you target, like once all the others have gone down, whoever's left standing will get like a little AI boost. Just because it kind of gives you the illusion of having that big like climactic battle with the leader once everyone else is down. When really none of them were the leader at the start. It was just waiting to figure out who you were going to shoot first. I don't think you'd have 80 in the campaign. Yeah, we spent about 60 on it back when it came out. And then I did a full, like, pretty long playthrough when I recorded the review. Because I was, like, experimenting with so many different builds and stuff, which I always did for the reviews. I was always trying to, like, get a bunch of variety in the footage for the Armored Core videos. I did that in Ace Combat too, where I would try to fly as many planes as I could throughout a playthrough just to get footage of like a shit ton of them in one run through the game. Armored Core was a little more taxing in that sense, because it was like, you know, play 2 missions with this build, make a new one. And it's Armored Core builds, so it yeah. This one I do want the FAEB, the Fab. I'm going with Fab. Is always yellow 4. Yeah, I think there's just some trickery going on with it, which you really wouldn't notice unless you played the game a shit ton and you were like, man, seems like every single time the last guy is the leader, huh? Answered? Holy shit. Man, I forget that Twitch analytics are kind of harder to work with. Hold on, I'm not going to be able to hear for a minute. Holy fuck. Uh-oh. But hello, false. To make you wear sunglasses for the night mission? I know you wouldn't. Of course not. Bro, chat, you know what I saw last night as well? I mean, aside from just like Devil May Cry trailer, that one instantly detonated. What? You know what I saw? The trailer for that new Yakuza pirate game? That shit looked fun, like really fun. That looked awesome. Actually, like that legitimately looked awesome. That was so fucking wild. The Yakuza pirate game was definitely out of left field. It was a Yakuza pirate game? Yeah, they just announced it yesterday and dropped like a 7-minute trailer along with it. And it looks pretty fucking crazy. Or I guess today. They announced that today would be more accurate. In Japan, it was today. Yesterday for me, though. Or at like midnight or something. It was late. I saw it this morning. Now I get why they were saying that we wouldn't expect the game they had coming up. Now all they need to do is make another zombie game, I think. I think that's what they have to do next, realistically. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hold on. Booyah. Come here. I thought this was a helicopter, so I only shot one missile at it. Dead Souls remake? No, Dead Souls 2. Fuck the remake. Do a new one. Have the balls to make a brand new one. Don't just remake the old one. Although Yakuza does do a lot of like remakes and remasters, doesn't it? Like it's just one of those series that the devs are constantly like touching up and re-releasing. Oh. New pictures. Hold on. False found more info. I have the Discord window open. I'm seeing these come in real time. Oh, this is a time-based mission. Earlier I was going for score. We should still be able to finish it plenty fast. But yeah, this one gives you rank based on how fast you are, not how many points you get. I was playing wrong. Lock on, bastard. Just regular ad percentage. Hold on, I want to read the... I see something highlighted in the screenshot, but it's too small. I can't read that shit. So hold on. 2 5-year-old games that already look great? Yeah, I heard that they were remastering Horizon Zero Dawn. And what was the other one? I hope it sells less than 2 copies. Bro, the sad thing is, Sony is legit in, like, the Apple... Oh, yeah, Days Gone. Super weird. I don't know who... Days Gone was a very okay game. Like, a very 7 out of 10 game. I enjoyed it. But it was also a very forgettable game once I had finished it. Like, pretty much as soon as I put it down, I just haven't really thought about it, like, at all for the last... 5 years since I played it when it came out. A great 7. Yeah, it's great when you play it and then as soon as you are done with it, you just kind of instantly forget about it. That's how I felt, at least. So it looks like, from what False is sending and telling me, it looks like Twitch Turbo pays
all I felt at that
about the same as a normal viewer compared to Premium, which pays a little more. Premium pays like 20% more per viewer, but
pursued by Allied forces, the Belkan forces have taken flight, abandoning Hoffman. Without military production capabilities, Belka is in a bind.
Here's my answer,
though.
though.
They were able to confiscate samples of what seemed to be experimental weapons from the abandoned war factories before Belka had time to use them.
S rank. Of course. This one's silly as fuck. What's the TLDR on it, False? What is the drama on this one? What is VTuber drama or VTuber Twitter drama cooking today? What have they got for us today? That's a good deal if you watch a lot of Twitch. It is. It's not very expensive. Okay, hold on, wait. I have to buy this plane. I can read in a second. Oh, I couldn't have afforded it anyway. It's time for a new plane, chat. As much as I love my flanker, and as much as everyone knows that I love it, I like my Russian planes. They look cool. I don't know plane tech legitimately at all, but they look fucking cool. That's all that matters. Seeing the new transform. There's another one. Someone was nice to OP, but behind his back called him parasocial with his chat. That's it. That's the story. There's a twitlonger about this? How much can you possibly write about that? What do you mean there's a twitlonger about this?
In an attempt to prevent our army from reaching northern Belka.
Yeah, wait, hold on. There's a new Transformers?
We would like you to assist the Allied ground troops by clearing the skies of enemy fighters. The South Belka munitions factory is located in Sudentor, which means the remaining troops, although few in number,
is it Transformers 1?
Head to the designated
looks like it.
rendezvous location, point 203.
Transformers 1? Yeah, it looks like this. Oh yeah, it came out today. It's got a stacked cast, voice cast. Wait, Chris Hemsworth is Optimus Prime? John Hamm is Sentinel Prime? Keegan-Michael Key is Bumblebee. This voice cast is crazy. This is like almost Mario movie level voice cast. Not quite. Nothing will probably ever beat that voice cast in terms of just like, what? Who the fuck cast these guys? It's time. F-22 time. Okay, wait. Hold on. Send it to you to read later. It's a big streamer. Oh. Really? People are highly against being parasocial. Some people said being parasocial baits money. It does. It certainly does. Like BFE, GFE content. Yeah, it does. Hold on. Paint jobs, I have to choose. What is that? Honestly, I think the mercenary is probably the best one. This is Mobius, isn't it? Cole's not even parasocial with his friends. Chat, can you believe the audacity? This is Mobius. I feel like just the standard, the mercenary, and the soldier ones are the ones that I like. The other ones, I'm just like, it's fine. He never thanks me, ever. What do you mean? What do you mean? That's a question to start the mission with. Gets me every time.
Team, do you read me?
Thank you. Yep. Ends call. This is just a thing. I was raised wrong. That's all. That's all it is. We've been over this. Chat, fix him. You can't fix me. I'm unfixable. Ooh. With this thing. Ooh. So smooth. It probably doesn't translate, like the difference between this and the flanker probably doesn't translate all that well. Like visually, but it feels different. Ooh. Feel good. Oh, I hit something with that. I like this plane. This one is score-based, right? I want to say this mission's score-based. I think it is. Not 100%, but I think it is. That hits somehow. Yeah, a lot of the time, I just fire off some random shot on the way in. And I feel like they hit, like, way more often than I ever expect them to. Sometimes missile tracking just does its thing. Sometimes it doesn't. Looking at you, Ace Combat 3. Oh, what the fuck? Just fire it off. Something's gonna get hit. Yeah, something got hit. Come here. Can't wait for the Chole lock. Yeah, I need my expert opinion on a lot of the, especially the lesser played games. That's the only reason it's so delayed at this point. I want to figure one out for everything, but that might be a little over ambitious. We might be getting ahead of ourselves here. The 57 is way more anime. I like the F-22. It's sleek, it's simple. Nice Dorito shape. I like it. I like the look of the 22. A good bit. Do a mini Chole lock. We could just like game by game start them up, but then it doesn't feel as big. Maybe. I like my planes curvy. I like my planes like I like my women. Boosh. Is the Chole lock for Resident Evil gonna be? Bro, I have no idea, actually. I really... that's the thing. When I say everything, it's like some games are pretty easy to figure out Chole lock for. I honestly think Ace Combat, of the ones that I've thought of, is like the easiest to figure out in terms of challenge stuff, like a challenge run. But I don't know, man. Like Armored Core is fucking hard to figure out. There's just so many moving parts in Armored Core that it's like, what do we even do for like a challenge run here? Metal Gear is like, what the fuck do you do? Resident Evil is like, what do you do? Resident Evil, you could, I don't know. Because it would have to be like I can't just do stuff that's already been done in like the Steam achievements and stuff of the games, right? Because you could come up with something fun where it's like, oh, you have to beat it without using item boxes or something. But the games have already done that. Capcom already thought of that and implemented it as like a legitimate challenge that you'll just have to do if you want to platinum the game, right? So like, that's lame. We can't do that. I don't know. It's hard for a lot of games. Cholok would just be try not to edge to Barry, Chris, or Leon. You have to take a shot every time your plane gets shot? No. No. I think we would kill people. You get onto a mission with like a bunch of AA and flak and stuff, it's over. AC6 Nuzlocke? No. What are people doing for that? With Armored Core, I mentioned before, I genuinely feel like the best way to do Armored Core would be to like actually mod the game. Which kind of sucks, because then console is, yeah, it's... I don't want to do that, because then console can't do it. But, like, if you could do stuff legitimately in the... Like, if I could basically make my own, like, hardcore mode on a bunch of the games, that would be great. Like, if I could go into, like, Gen 1 Armored Core with assembly or whatever, and fuck with the code, so that, like... parts are way more expensive than usual, so the economy is stricter, or
where we go our separate ways.
I don't know. I don't know. AC6 isn't hard enough for that to work. Having only the Vesper or the Red Gun ACs for a single run, that's kind of fun.
Equipped with nuclear weapons. We don't know all the details yet. But multiple nuclear detonations have been verified.
A plane for a series. So,
it is also unclear whether
the Cholok did kind of come from, at least the name particularly came from Nuzlocke. The idea, hold on. Is this? Yeah, okay. I had File Explorer open already and I got scared. I took the risk of just fucking opening it. Ah, here's my notes. I was like, I think I have the notes. I thought I remembered where I put them. What we had cooked up was hardest difficulty available, a set amount of lives per game. Oh yeah, the basic idea here, like foundationally, was I liked how air combat was actually like an arcade game where you had like a set number of lives per run, and if you lost all your lives, you had to start the game over. I was like, I kind of wish they did that going forward, but I get why they didn't. Yeah, it was, you get a set amount of lives per run of the game. If your plane gets shot down, you lose the plane. You can't sell the plane off for money. If a plane, like, has to crash or whatever because of a story reason, that's fine. Squad members in like AC5 can't use lost planes. I forgot we did this. No DLC planes. That was a maybe. There should be a question mark on that. Because that was one of the things that I was like, well, we might actually have to get more specific, like game by game with that, but whatever. Yeah, in like AC0, you can't buy the extra special weapons. It's just whatever it comes with. That's your special weapon for that plane. No custom parts in like the PSP games. We were cooking, but that's where I was like, I have to actually like 100% all of these games and then go through one by one and like really specify the rule set for each. Because there's just so many variables with each game in this series. Like, there are so many little things that you have to go through and be like, okay, is this allowed? Is this not allowed? Exceptions, restrictions, etc. Would be painful in joint assault. That's the point. I'm mostly doing it so that you don't get planes that are just like super flexible in their application, at least not all the time. Because when you've got like 3 different special weapons that each have their own purpose within a mission, you lose some of that distinct personality per plane, in my opinion. That's a personal thing. I'm sure a lot of AC fans disagree. But I like having like a distinct role for each plane. I feel like being able to change the special weapons kind of takes that away. So I wanted to put that back in. Would you like a jet game with AC style customization for your jet? Like what the PSP games have? Oh, AC style, like Armored Core style. Yeah, I would. There's some of that in the handheld Ace Combat games. It's not super, it's not like to the point that Armored Core is. But there is some of that where like even on that list, I had no custom parts, right?
Altitude restrictions canceled. Return to your mission. Good luck.
Bad gateway. Okay. I tried to open up a Nexus Mods link from Discord. It didn't work. I'm apparently getting a bad gateway. I'll have to look at it later.
It's an honor to fly as Galm's number 2. And by the way, PJ stands
Some, but it's shallow. Yeah, I would like to see like Armored Core level. I think Armored Core customization is so fucking good though.
Get going now.
Like, I think Armored Core's customization kind of, like, hear me out. As a big Armored Core fan, listen. Let me be real for a second here. As good as the gameplay of Armored Core is, like, just the gameplay loop, I think Armored Core is so carried by the quality of its customization. Because imagine Armored Core without that customization. It would still be good, but it wouldn't be close to what it is. Like Armored Core, if you just had like a small handful of like set builds to choose from, let's say, per game, it just wouldn't be the same. It wouldn't keep you coming back quite the way it does. No, it's probably not that like the link is bad or anything. I just got a bad response from Nexus Mods. Definitely makes the game, yeah. Without that customization, it would be just a very good mech game. It's like saying Sekiro wouldn't be as good without parries. It wouldn't be. Is that a bad opinion? I don't think so. That would be something else. No, that would be fucked up. Because someone, when I was like, could we do this for Armored Core? Someone did say, like, starter AC only. And I'm like, man, I don't think that would be very fun. It would be fun for, like, a little bit, but then it would just get, like, frustrating. Plus, people already do that anyway. That's not a new challenge. We gotta spice things up. It would be a completely different game. Yeah. Armored Core without the customization, I would not be playing Armored Core as often as I am. Play Project Wingman. Here's a challenge. Kiss my ass. Flak. Why? I'm getting a little high in the air. Oh, those are helicopters? With only the initial plane, that would be fucked too. Like, you can do it, but it's not super interesting, right? Restrictive for sure, but is it interesting? God, now that I reread that and reminded myself that the whole idea was to like make all the other Ace Combat games feel like air combat in terms of structure, it like reignited my fire for it all of a sudden. I'm like, man, that's such a good idea. Did I really cook that up? Was that me? That was a great idea. Nexus Mods is having a moment. Yeah, I figured. It seems like the site is just having a weird outage or something. Was that me? Did I cook that? It's a great idea. Because like the Ace Combat games, especially once you have adjusted and you know what you're doing, they're really short to play through, right? Like they take a few hours. So it's a game that like the length works for something that's more arcadey like that. Like losing a run won't feel great, but it won't feel like soul crushing either. Especially like, I think, you know, Ace Combat 0 doing these S rank streams, I do roughly a full run of the campaign per stream right now. Like I legit sit down now that I've gotten used to 0, and we play about the whole game front to back in like 3 hours, right? So the length is pretty good for a challenge run stuff like that, where you've got to play consistently for a good amount of time, but not like so long that it's ridiculous when you have to reset. Granted, 0's extreme, it's shorter. Like Ace Combat 5 is gonna be a soul crusher, because that shit's long by Ace Combat standards. Say Concord lost 400? Fuck. That's way higher than what we heard before. The estimates we had heard were like 1 to 200 in loss. 400. Yeesh. It's new iPhone day. Man, what are you talking about? Why do you know that? Don't tell me you're one of them. You're not getting a new iPhone today, are you, Ryan? I know you're not. You better not be. Tell me the answer is no. Holy fuck, I think I should be dead. To be honest with you, I feel like I should be. I've had every iPhone. Are you fucking kidding me? Ryan. Ryan. Ryan, oh, come on, man. What do you mean you've had every iPhone? What do you mean you've had every iPhone? Oh no. We can't fix him, chat. We can't. He's too far gone. It's over. Do I have time?
Galm 1, you're close to the return line. Maintain your current heading to return to base and resupply. Begin landing checks.
We might not be on pace for S rank right now, to be honest with you.
Your altitude is too high.
This is mission 13, it is. That was a good guess.
You're coming in too fast.
Oh.
Slow down.
Yeah, we're fine. We apparently have 15 minutes. I thought we had like 8 minutes. Can we make him worse then? We can definitely make him worse. Certainly. If you had an expense account, you'd do the same thing. Unbelievable. I wouldn't. iPhone? No. No, I wouldn't. No. Would I buy shit that I don't need? Definitely. But it would be like games. A new iPhone isn't a bragging right. I've got a family friend who, for as long as I've known him, has always gotten the new iPhone every year, and I give him so much shit for it every time I see him with his phone. I give him so much shit for his phone. PS5, actually, yeah, shush. Shush. He pre-ordered the PS5 Pro. Chat, don't listen. Is that gonna be like the iPhone user of the gaming community for the next 3 years? PS5 Pro owner. Look at the PS5 Pro owner. Look at him. He spent $700 or more, depending on where you live, on it. Look at him. I've owned 3 phones my whole life. I'm on my 2nd. Legitimately. People actually want one, but it's pricey. I don't feel like it is. Because a lot of people, I'm dogging on the price a lot. Most people are just dogging on the, the comparisons that they chose to use, where they like put that one, The Last of Us shot is the craziest one to me. The side-by-side from The Last of Us is the one that they put them side by side and they're like, you can clearly see the increase in detail here. And everyone is like, I can't? Where? Hold on, I'm looking for it. It feels like you're playing Where's Waldo with some of those side-by-sides. Or what's the thing? The like spot the difference games? Dude, why have I just kind of like unlocked a memory? Like those old computer games that would literally just be like spotting the difference between like 2 of the same room or something. We don't have a price for the PS1 anniversary system yet, or at least I didn't think we do. I thought they announced it with no price included. I know a lot of people have assumed it's gonna be really expensive. Because isn't it coming with like the little handheld like PS5 deck or whatever the fuck it's called? I also saw, aren't they only making like 10,000 of those or something? I feel like I saw that they were making a super limited run of those. Like there aren't gonna be many. So you know that shit's gonna get scalped to an insane degree. The Portal, yes, the PS5 Portal. I couldn't remember what it's called. 12K. Yeah, it's gonna get scalped so hard with such small supply like that. That's gonna be awful. Like, you're genuinely gonna see them going for like double retail within a month. I own the Portal. Are you?
Was a success. As to the intended purpose for using the giant hangar described in the report,
they look sick. They look better than the baseline PS5 Pro, for sure. I think they should have tried to make it look more like the PS1. Personally. Because it feels like all they did is they went like, here's the PS5 Pro. Here's the PS5 Pro, but we threw a PS1-esque texture over it. You know, a little, it's like we wrapped it in a similar material. I wish it looked a little more like the PS1, to be honest. Feels like, I think it looks better than the PS5 Pro, but I feel like it could have been so much cooler. Like, they really could have gone all in and made something really fucking sweet, but they didn't. I'm not listening to anything about the Portal. I think the Portal actually, like, out of the last 3 years or so, that might be the gaming peripheral that I clowned on the most when they announced it. Yeah, it is. For a second, I was like, maybe it was PSVR 2, but no, it was the Portal. Because I remember just being like, what? What? Oops. PlayStation Portal, yeah. It is a product, for sure. If you could do the streaming and play PSP games. Dude, you know what would make the Portal worth it? If it was its own system and not a peripheral for the PS5. Like, legitimately, in my mind, I have no fucking clue who or why or how did we land on it's just a streaming device for the system rather than letting it be its own system. That's what makes no sense to me. I mean, it makes sense to me because Sony's been doing the Apple thing. Like, especially now looking back on it, it makes more sense. Sony is very much doing that, like, they're trying to make a whole ecosystem that you, like, fully invest in rather than just making individual products.
Galm Team, take out Belkan's remnant forces.
And I don't like it. As a gamer, it goes against what I believe in.
We're broadcasting live from the signing ceremony here in Lumen.
But at least with the PS5 Pro, I don't know if it's like a fluke or if we're actually seeing people kind of start to go, hey, Sony, this shit kind of sucks. Like, I don't want to keep buying all this stuff just because it's the Sony brand. The time will tell if this is just like a one-off thing with the Pro, because the Pro is like particularly upsetting for people, or if it's like an actual shift. We'll see. Can't wait to see the most powerful console ever. That's the one thing. Like, I can't take that away from the Pro. It is the most powerful console ever. But, like, I say it a lot about consoles. Where, the whole purpose of the console market in the modern day is to be a budget alternative to, like, spending thousands of dollars to really get into the hobby on PC. And I feel like once you start getting into, like, you know, the lower mid-range of PC prices on console, I'm like, why would you get a PS5 Pro when you could just build, like, a PC that's $200 more outspec it, not have to upgrade in 3 years, have backwards compatibility with literally anything that's ever come out on PC, have emulation, have it just be a PC. It can do so much more than play games. I just like, I don't even think the individual product is bad, but I think once you start getting this pricey, you're losing the plot when it comes to even making a console in the first place. And getting you a good PC, it's nonsense. No, but go up to like $1,000. Like, invest just even you don't even need to go that high. But yeah, 1,000. Say you invest $300 more. Like, within 4 years, when the PS6 comes around, you'll have spent less money and gotten a better product. It's definitely makes $600K a year and plays PS5. I mean, people like console, but that doesn't like get around the point of. He even said it was too pricey. Yeah, but it doesn't get around the point of PC just being better for it. And as someone who makes way less than $600K a year, PC gaming is not too pricey for me. But it depends how into the hobby you are, for sure. Like, I've got some buddies who are very well off who just play on PS5 because they like only play Call of Duty and Apex, right? So for them, like, they've got their couple games that they want to play like once, twice a week. So yeah, they're on PS5 because like that's all they need. They're not like super invested into it, right? Gaming is something they do here and there. It's not like their main hobby outside of work. Oh God. Price versus gain isn't enough for me. I'm much more like long-term minded. Because I was console for most of my life. Even now, I have not been on PC anywhere near as long as I spent on console. But man, I have never once regretted the Switch. Even like on my second PC, I haven't. Granted, my gaming PC also doubles as a work PC. So if you're just looking at me specifically, that's definitely a factor. Because I also spent way more than would be normal to spend on a PC. Like, I went way harder on this newer build than you would ever reasonably need to go. Just because for me, it's a work PC and a tax write-off. Between different countries will be greatly reduced. I think if you buy a 1K PC right now, it should last you like 10... I think if you buy a 1K PC, are we talking like with incremental upgrades over time? Where you're like, you know, oh, I need a little more memory. Here's $50. Oh, I need a new SSD. Here's $100. You know, like, are we talking little incremental upgrades throughout that, or are we talking like no upgrades? I don't even think my PC will last 10 years without upgrades. I mean, it could. I won't. Thought he was joking? No, legitimately. Like, if it's a work PC that doubles as just a hobby thing, like, it's a work PC. So come tax season, you know. But no, totally legit. Like, you can write it off if it's a genuine work expense.
just received an emergency transmission from the control tower.
1200 will last like 6-7 years. Yeah, I would say if you build a 1K right now, no upgrades, you've probably got 4 or 5 years. Like 4 comfortably, 5 is maybe starting to push it. The CPU is gonna wear down. Dude, my last PC's CPU, by the end of it, it was dead. It was not okay. My last PC, because to be fair, I also stuck with that PC longer than I should have and was pushing it really hard, like all the time. Yeah, that CPU was not healthy at the end. It was rough. Digital Foundry were using a 4090 and still couldn't guarantee 60 on max. Oh my god. Bro, how? Why are Square's PC ports so fucking bad? Like, you guys. 10 years ago, PC ports got away with this shit because most of them were like this. But now? How? I'm assuming it's not native res. I'm assuming that's with DLSS. Maybe. I haven't watched much Digital Foundry lately. How does Digital Foundry feel about frame generation? Like, what's their... Do they normally talk positively about it or not so much? DLSS, okay. Frame generation is the future. Frame generation could be the future. Could be. I think right now, as someone who uses a 40 series, I don't think frame generation is good enough currently to really be much of a selling point. Whenever I've used it, it's been wonky. Because even just like what it is, actually, I don't know. Frame generation for fighting game players, this is the easiest way that I can explain it. Frame generation is basically rollback for your display. Like, I'm not bullshitting. Like, that's legitimately what it's trying to do. It's weird.
Galm Team, we're counting on you.
Like, it's really weird.
Warning, unknown craft on radar. Initiate operation. We have to go into battle.
I personally, whenever I've tried frame generation, I've turned it off after a little bit. Because it's mostly good, but then you get weird instances where your game goes wonky. Pisser upscaling. And I wouldn't be surprised if Digital Foundry also just sticks to DLSS because... But yeah, Pisser is funny. You're not the first person I've heard call the PSSR Pisser. Because you know what I don't want to say every time I'm talking about it? PSSR. Oh god. What amount do you think it would cost? On PC? About 1,000. Like, that's because I'm like, my benchmark right now, if you're going budget, especially, if you want to play like PS5 tier games, you're looking at like a 3060 or higher. And 3060s are pretty cheap. Tibby, you've been looking at PC stuff right now, right? How much is a 3060 card right now? What are they going for? Do you know? Would you happen to know how much a 3060 would cost right about now? For 250 euro. That sounds about right. So like 300, 350 bucks, depending where you're getting it from. And the graphics card is always the biggest expense with your PC. That's always the big expense. Like, legitimately, and this is an extreme example, but the 4080 for my build cost a little more than 50% of like the total price of the computer was just the 4080. Because the 40 series is also ridiculously priced, which is a whole other thing to get into, but it shouldn't be as expensive as it is. Like, that's just the problem with the 40 series. Although the 40, no. Actually, I don't remember what the 4070 goes for. I was gonna say maybe the 4070 is reasonable, but I don't remember. What CPU? My CPU is a 14900K. So... I'm trying to think. I don't remember how much the CPU costs in this thing. It's about 500. That's really good. 500 pounds? Because my brain thought dollars when you said that. Is that pounds? For like 450, that sounds about right. The CPU's a real beefy boy too. Yeah, okay, pounds. Okay. Because I was gonna say, if that's $500, then I would generally just recommend that people go a little higher on their build, because the 4070 would last way longer with way better performance, but yeah, that's a pretty significant jump. That's about twice as expensive, so never mind. I could do that. Have been air targets? They are air targets. A lot of people do like doing the bomb thing. I've never gotten into the whole bomb the flying fortress thing, at least not yet. Because you bring some good multi-shot air-to-airs, and you can put them down pretty quick with those too. And it's a lot easier execution-wise. My favorite ending for this game? There's only one ending in Zero. Which one? Oh, AC3 has different endings. Is that the only one with different endings? It all depends too. I can still enjoy modern games with a 1070. Yeah, like you could definitely get like some really cheap cards that will work at like 30 FPS, but I'm thinking more like what will put you in the kind of comfortable range, at least for right now. Like a 3060 right now would get you a cheaper build, but you'll probably need to upgrade your graphics card within like 4 years. Three is canon, but it's at the very end. Like it's the farthest to the end on the timeline. So it's canon, but nothing that happens in 3 affects anything else. It's kind of just a self-contained thing for now because it's so far over there. A laptop 3060? Really? Oh yeah, Ragnarok did come out yesterday, didn't it? I literally saw it on Steam last night and I was like, man, people are gonna bring this up. That didn't take long. Because I said like almost 2 years ago, like around the time that Ragnarok was coming out, whenever that was more than 2 years ago, wasn't it? Anyway, whenever it was coming out, I said, like, yeah, once Ragnarok makes its way over, then I'll finally play the new God of War games. Because I grew up playing the older ones, like the first 3. But I never played 2018. I still haven't played 2018. And I still haven't had them spoiled for me either. Like, I still don't know the story of either of them. So I was like, yeah, when Ragnarok comes over, then I'll finally play the new ones. But I've got so much shit on the schedule right now. I've got so much shit on the schedule right now, man. You don't understand. You can't do this to me. It's bad timing. It's unfortunate timing. And I have the Chole brain, Chole business brain. So like there are also other new business ideas that I have right now on top of what I'm doing that, at least for the time being, is gonna take priority over just like a casual playthrough of God of War. Like, I do want to play them, but they just keep getting pushed further and further and further, and I like, this has been happening since 2018. Legit, like, I've had like one thing where I'm like, when this condition is met, I will finally play this game. And that goalpost has shifted so many times in the last 6 years.
Your final sortie.
Add it to the streaming poll. It's on there. Oh, you mean for bonus streams? Okay, wait. Yeah. For the bonus stream poll. Never mind. I thought you meant for the normal poll. I was like, it's on there. How many votes did it get? I think God of War will get more votes on the next round of review series polling. And my gut on that stuff, as evidenced many a time before here on the channel, my gut with polling stuff is normally pretty good.
I'll be back.
I've learned. I have all the forbidden knowledge that allows me to predict the masses, if you will. Where did God of War end up on this? I pulled up the old poll.
It's an awful place.
Oh, it's actually not that far down. It's higher on the list than I would have thought. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. It's number 15 on here. That's higher than I would have thought. That might not sound like much for people who don't know the poll that I'm talking about, but there were like 50 game franchises on that, so number 15 is not bad. Number 15 is pretty good, actually. I thought it was going to be more like a number 25-ish. I thought it was going to be like around the middle.
North 1 to all units. Begin the operation.
We'll see you around, Itobio.
Be justice.
Let the victor be justice. And by justice, I mean my ex-MAAs.
I was hoping to meet you under different circumstances.
No hits. Oh wait, I got a hit. I forget. Yeah. His special weapons can't one-shot aces. Fuck.
The enemy fighters seem to be highly skilled.
But I hit something, which could help later, maybe. Who knows which one I hit? Shot at 5 different planes. Oh, there we go. We're in a 22, classy 22. Oh yeah, sorry, I saw the... We don't talk about it. I saw the, someone said they've been playing Ace Combat 2 on emulator recently. That game is, like, shockingly good. Just in terms of how it aged and everything. It's just really good, honestly. That's why you're the best, boss. Fuck's sake. Project Wingman is included, but not Ace Combat 7. How much is Project Wingman right now? I shouldn't even ask this question out loud on stream. I shouldn't have even asked it out. Like, the damage is already done from me just asking that question.
B7R. It's an awful place, but the fastest shortcut.
It's gonna get so much worse now.
Maintain current course.
We have too much to do, you guys. I didn't even finish Elden Ring DLC yesterday. Cause Radahn's a fucking bitch. 10 year, or pounds, that's pounds. I know the difference. I know.
Enemy aircraft detected close to area B7R. There's no time to change course.
What the fuck is an altitude meter?
The round table and break through it.
Post nerf, by the way. No, that's the pre-nerf, definitely. 100%. Yep. We all know it. Pre-nerf. Totally.
You don't have time to play around with them. Hurry up and shoot them all down. There's no meaning in the round table anymore. What are you fighting?
Got too much shit to do, man.
The enemy
I'm a busy guy.
may be highly skilled. Don't allow
I have too many ideas. I load my plate up too much. It's a problem sometimes.
What are you doing? The war's ended long ago.
You guys don't even know what is coming. Like you think you know what I'm talking about when I say I'm too busy. You don't even know. That's the thing. And you will know eventually. But right now you don't. I have secrets. I have many secrets. Oh, come on! Those looked great. Those looked clean, man. Many secrets.
Radar lock. Warning, the enemy's locked onto you. Looks like their flight lead is running the whole show. Fox 2.
Shit.
Missile off target. Damn it, they make it look easy.
Like 10 concurrent stream series. Yeah, and remember that that's after
Nice shooting.
putting like what, 3 of them temporarily on ice because I had too many. How many do I have going right now? I have 5 actual series running right now for streams. And then just bonus streams here and there. You know, sprinkle in some extra variety. But yeah, I did put 3 on ice. Resisted the temptation to play Space Marine for stream.
Fox 2.
I thought about it, but I realized it was a bad idea.
Together.
Although, to be fair, choosing to play it in co-op with my friend who travels for work every week was also a terrible idea, because we only get to play like 1 or 2 missions of Space Marine a week. So like we bought it on day 1 together and started playing it on day 1. We're still only like halfway through the single player campaign. Doing it co-op, but just like the actual story campaign, I mean. We're still only like halfway through it. We've played like 6 hours of the game since it came out.
Radar lock. Fox 2.
The Belkan witchcraft is strong in this one. You're gonna be so rusty when you get back to DMC2. It's gonna make it so much worse. Don't even talk about DMC2 right now. I don't want to think about it. I want S ranks.
It's ironic to meet this way. I guess that's just how fate works. Galm 1, Fox 2.
Have you ever been at
Should be able to do this.
a bar, Mr. Galt, and been speaking to a woman?
Radar lock.
Do you not realize that the greatest way to impress a woman is to pull up your Ace Combat 0 rank sheet and show her that you have every S rank in the game? It's true. Are we done?
All enemy planes
Is there a twist?
There's been no change in plans.
Oh, okay. Said he's a flat earther. We'll see you around, DS. Have a good rest of your day. Wait, what game, Chad, what game was he talking about when he said, aren't there only 7 story missions? Was he talking about Space Marine? Or Project Wingman? I can talk, don't worry. I can formulate words. Yeah. Are there that few? Is it, what's it? Is it a short game? Is it like Ace Combat 6 though? Where it like numerically has less missions, but the missions are longer? Oh, wait a second. I forgot that the game is... Hold on. There's an easy way to figure this out.
To deal with this, the Allied squadron will draw anti-aircraft fire to itself in the skies.
There's apparently 21 missions. Is that including DLC and stuff? Like, or I guess also only on PS5 stuff?
That's the only way we stand a chance at succeeding. If you destroy the V2 launch control facility, you should be able to stop the weapon from being fired. The V2 will probably be equipped with a nuclear warhead.
Oh, for the DLC. The DLC is 5 missions. I can see that. I can see that.
All the Allied forces will be mobilized for this full-scale operation. It seems this war doesn't want to come to an end. We must stop the V2 launch. Hurry.
Will do. Chat, would this bomb be able to take out all 4 locks on the V2s in one shot? Anyone know? Perchance? You think the explosion's big enough? Is it nuclear? No. No, it's not the huge one. This is a smaller one. We don't have the crazy big one here. Not with this plane. Has small radius? Yeah, but they're relatively close together. Pretty small. Like, the question is, how small is the small radius? What's the metric for small? How small? Fuck it. I'll try it. Uh-oh. They suck. We'll see how this goes. A nickel? Fuck. We'll be fine. We'll make it work.
1 mile to refueling craft.
Oops.
500 yards to go. 100 yards to go.
Uh-oh.
Perfect, Galm 1.
Struggles to take out 2 targets that are close together. We'll see how this goes. UGBs? What about the big one? What about the big, the fuel air one?
Galm Team, keep low to the water on your approach to Avalon. You'll be shot down if you fly high. Get to the enemy fortress. Once you're close, increase altitude and fly over the dam. This is PJ. If I'm with you, I know I can do it. I'll follow your lead. You've passed the first bridge.
Damn, this thing, I like the 22. Feels good. Feels good to fly it.
Don't let them down. Hurry.
What is that lock on, man?
Galm 1, all hell's breaking loose above. Fly as low as possible to your target. You passed the third
Boosh.
bridge.
Boosh. Worth it? Probably not worth it. Definitely not worth it. This game's way better than 7. Oh, I don't think so. I really like 7. 7 is definitely like my second favorite Ace Combat. Okay. Let's go and get... Oh yeah, and what's it? What was I? Oh yeah, this is... No. Words are hard. 7 is my second favorite and 4 is my favorite for sure. It's got like 5 times the content. I think 7... It's kind of weird. It's kind of... Because like 0 has 18 missions that have like slight variations. So it depends how much you value the slight variations being there. If that makes sense. Because like for me, it largely feels like there's just 18 missions in this game, plus like the gauntlet, I guess. The different aces are cool. There are a few missions that are actually, I guess it's more like this has like 20, I don't know, 24 missions probably, right? Trying to think, how many missions are there that are actual like split path? There's 3, right? I want to say there's 3 of them. So like 24 then? I feel like 7's honestly about on par with 0. When it comes to content, it's just 0 kind of fluffs it up, if that makes sense. But more to do. I don't necessarily, I mean, you're right. You, like, in terms of more to do, this will probably be the longest 100% out of all of them. But I don't feel like doing everything is great. Like, being this far into the 100%, right? We've already done all the aces. And now we're just sitting here grinding out all the S ranks, right? Like every mission, you have to get 12 S ranks to get all the medals. Because you got to do the 3 variations on all 4 difficulties. So like there is more. But man, it's kind of just doing the same thing over and over again. Like more so than usual, and that's kind of just Ace Combat in a lot of ways, but more so than usual, I feel like in 0. All right, let's try these fucking guided bombs. This is probably not gonna go well. Let's see. Did I put too much faith in them? How many? Oh my god, yeah. It's just a normal missile. I prefer a shorter but more enjoyable and varied 100%. Definitely. Like 0, we already played so much 0 to get to this point in the 100%. And now that we've gotten to this point, it's kind of just like, okay, now go play the game 10 more times. Thank you. It's like, wait, what? Wait, what do I have to do now? What did you say? Did I hear you right? It's kind of rough to 100% zero, to be honest. Whereas 7, I think there is a lot in 7 with like medals and all that, from what I understand. I haven't actually looked through it. But from what people have said, 7 might take almost as long to 100% as 0 does. But I feel like 7 is going to be much more interesting to do, because instead of just like S ranking everything 12 times, we're gonna be S ranking things like 3 times probably. And then what's it? And then going through and doing like a machine gun only run of the game. Beat the game in like, what was it? Under 4 hours, I think someone said. There's like a speed run medal. There's a fucking no damage medal, which is insane, but it, yeah. Where did this entrance go? I didn't see it there. Aha! I'm gonna use the bombs. It's time for them to do at least something. I won't let it end like this. We got so much time on that clock. Slow and steady wins the race. Yeah, like 7, we're still gonna have to play a bunch of times over for doing 100%. But what I'm trying to get at is like, at the very least, it's a more varied 100% than, what's it? Than 0s. That bomb just missed. You know, the guided lock-on bomb. Fucking bullshit. I'm using the missiles. You guys were right. These things suck.
All V2 control facilities have been destroyed. We did it! We stopped the V2 launch! The fighting is
You guys were right. These bombs are just ass. I'm never touching these again. I've learned my lesson. Yeah, no damage sounds easy, but then like that includes like any damage. Like machine gun damage is reset.
Unknown target approaching at high speed. Break! Ah! Dang it!
Guided by the blind? I don't know what you mean by that. No clue what you mean by that. It's time.
Have you found a reason to fight yet?
It's time for our once per stream Pixie fight. At the very least, with needing to play 0 like 12 times through for all the S ranks, it helps that 0 as a game is like 3 hours long. Right? At the very least, that goes a long way. Because we do crank out like 1 full run of S ranks per stream. And S ranks are basically free in this game too. Aside from the time-based missions, like just about every mission in this game is like, yeah, if you shoot everything, you get S rank.
Confirmed reactivation of nuclear silo. Galm Team, continue your mission. Engage.
And there's not many time-based ones. Most missions in the game, you'll just get an S rank if you shoot everything.
Shoot down the enemy. I'll run a plane analysis and fill you in.
Boosh, boosh.
Those who survive a long time on the battlefield start to think they're invincible. I think you do.
Bum, bum, ba-da, ba-da, ba-da. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, ba-da, ba. Bum, 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 bum. Bingo. Man, I wish that it would still pop up on screen and say bingo every time you hit. And I really don't wish it would do that. But bingo was awesome. Was that air combat? I think that was the only one that did it, right? Or what? Did AC2 do it? 2 might have also said bingo every time you hit something. But I can't remember. It's definitely an air combat thing. Only 1. Damn. Oh wait, 2 and 3 do it? 3 did it too? I don't remember them keeping it for that long. Well, 3 just rose back on my Ace Combat ranking a little bit just for the bingo. Oh, come on now. Pixie, can you fly straight for me? Can you just straighten out for a second here? Preferably when I'm within missile range. Thank you. That's a solid maybe. Ooh, I got double hit. I thought we would only get hit once. That shit sucks a little bit. I was more than willing to tank the 1 hit, but the 2 hit? Uh-huh. Shit, I knew it. I was pulling up as fast as I could. I got greedy. Where's everyone going? Bingo. Why are we just throwing out meme lines? What's happening? Maybe? No. I'll keep trying it until it works. You know what? Take this, Pixie. Oh my god. He's flying straight. Oh, there we go. 4 is good. I'll take it. 4 is a good amount. Shit. Oh, since we're talking about bingo. Yeah, okay. I get it. My brain is on plane.
Phase 1 analysis complete. Transmission from enemy craft detected. He's controlling the V2 launch.
Uh-oh.
Can you see any orders from here? What is orders given us? We're going to start over from scratch. That's what V2 is for.
I think that was 4 hits. It was at least 3. Huge. Try to use UGB against him? What are you talking about?
Damn it! Confirm launch of V2. Too bad, buddy. This twisted game needs to be reset. We'll start over from 0 with this V2 and trust the future to the next generation.
Mm-hmm.
This is AWACS. Listen up, Galm 1. We've completed analysis of the enemy craft. Codename Morgan. This plane is protected by an ECM defense system. Its only weak point is in the front air intake. You'll have to attack it head on. Go, take down Morgan. You're the only one who can stop him. Name the Lord of the Round Table. I pray for your success.
All right, come on, Pixie. Don't turn away from me.
You and I are opposite sides of the same coin.
Oh, those counted.
Galm 1, go for his front air intake. When we face each other, we can finally see our true selves.
Any day, Pixie. If you just want to look at me, that would be cool. Or not. And how are you flying so slow? God damn it. This guy sucks. Pixie, could you? Oh, he's turning. Wait, he stopped. Oh, here he comes. Those got bounced. Getting sick of this janky fight yet? A little bit. I like it up until this phase now. Because this one, it feels like I'm just waiting for him all fucking day. Oh wow, he's being a little aggressive on this one though. Hold on. It was a long wait, but now that he started going for it, he's really going for it. There we go. It should say bingo when you take down Pixie. When I said it wouldn't work properly. Well, I never get it where it takes like a super long time, like multiple runs or anything like that. But yeah, after you do the Pixie fight enough times, that third phase does kind of just become like, oh my god, here I am, waiting for him to look at me again.
Accomplished, Cipher. Come on, let's go back home.
This is, oh man, because we did 3 playthroughs. This is the 5th S rank run completed now. So yeah, this is like the 9th time that we've fought him. No, 8th time, because we didn't have to do this an extra time for aces or whatever. 8th time we fought him on stream. And yeah, at this point, it's starting to be like, okay, that final phase, I'm getting sick of it. It's happening. Luckily, we have 2 S ranks on the bottom route for hard mode already.
Listen up. We have a situation.
Jackpot.
A major squadron of
I wish that we had...
crossed our border.
Could you imagine how different an Ace Combat game would feel if you had like
They
a
intend to attack our base in an
quippy, like Dante-esque protagonist?
Belay Air Base is our country's last line of defense.
The tone would feel so
Base falls. No one
odd.
will be left to stop Belkan from taking over Ustio. Your mission is to destroy the squad of bombers and defend our base.
Dante as the pilot. Just him legitimately throwing one-liners out there and just going wahoo the whole time. We'll see you around, Yuriko. Have a good rest of your day. This is air. Okay. 6th round of S ranks. But once we get this done, we get a medal. This will get us the hard mode medal, so. I'm ready. Do I prefer Pixie or Rusty? Rusty. Rusty. Worth it for the medal, probably. Yeah.
This is Galm 2, roger that. Bearing 315, Falcon bombers approaching.
Did you see the new Yakuza? Yes.
Sound device.
That shit looked wacky as fuck.
All units prepare to intercept. Pay ready and waiting. That's only if we both make it through this alive.
Yeah, like, I like Pixie, don't get me wrong. I'm a Pixie fan. But, like, you put him up against Armored Core 6 Rusty? Rusty is maybe, like, the most likable side character in Armored Core. I mean, he is. He just is. And he's probably more likable than any Ace Combat side character either. Or as well, rather. I came in a little hot. I didn't realize how much I was cooking there. I was going real fast. Yeah, I did see the Armored Core patch. I am, like, I haven't really mentioned this specifically with the Armored Core patch yet, but I'm actually pretty glad that there was no major content addition, as weird as that might sound, because it's somewhat, it makes me lean a tiny bit more into the direction of AC6 actually getting an expansion. I'm still far from being like totally in the camp of it's going to happen, but I'm a little more in that camp now. I believe ever so slightly more now that this big patch that we were waiting on doesn't have any new content in it. Major Seaman, thank you for the sub. Appreciate it, but how major are we talking? Major who? You see the name. Right there. Don't deny this man his name. Don't ooh-woo after that. Fuck's wrong with you? I'm still skeptical. I'm still skeptical, but I'm a little less skeptical than I was last week. Ever so slightly, but less. Private prostate reporting for duty. You know, there was a racing driver named Dick Seaman. No.
It all started on that
No, I did
snowy
not.
day.
But I do now.
My first impression was he had potential.
Damn right. I've killed you like 8 times. He doesn't realize he's in a time loop, but I know.
Thanks to you, Belka's attack on Valais Air Base.
I have the forbidden knowledge.
Will not go unrewarded. Your actions may well decide who wins the Belkan War. I, for one, will be counting on you.
But no, I did not know that there was. What kind of parent? Like, you know that you have the most unfortunate last name ever, right? Like, you know.
We must regain
You're well
control
aware
over
of
one
what your
sector,
last name
run
is.
through Arlen to secure a transit route for our ground troops.
And yet you name your kid Richard?
Free over the RA River.
What kind of parent does such a thing? Who would do that?
Steel's attack on the Belkan
Who would do that?
Destroy the Belkan ground
You can't be giving your kid a name like Dick Seaman.
the supply line between our
Are you
forces
kidding
and
me?
the Ocean Army.
That is an unbelievable name. It would be tempting. Dick Hurts. I don't know anyone who has like an unfortunate first and last name. I've known people with unfortunate last names, but never with like a terrible like first and last name combo like that. Whack regardless of last name. I feel like Dick really sets up for a lot of them. I feel like whenever I see like those awful name combinations, it normally starts with Dick. Maybe just avoid naming your kid Richard. How did people come to this? It's weird. Some of those nicknames are weird. Some of them are weird. What's the, like, Jack originally was just a nickname for John before it was like a name of its own. Where did Jack come from? Like, how do you go, oh, John, I'll call you Jack. What?
The target is in formation along the highway.
My dad knew someone in the Air Force named Dick Stiff. Remember that they say your first name, or sorry, your surname first.
Ground forces are blocking off our transport route. Destroy them all.
There's no way. If I had a name like that, I could never join any military branch for that reason.
Those houses are probably full of Belkan supplies. Better not take any chances.
Like, oh yeah, William to Bill as well. Yeah, some of those old, I feel like a lot of them are nicknames that come from like a while ago too, right? Like a lot of these are nicknames that have just been around for like decades at this point. And it's just like, where did you get that? What? Ooh. We take those.
Approaching gun range.
Ooh, yeah. Think it'll hit? What are the odds on that one? Oh my god, it hit. What the fuck? Really? Made more sense with Scadu English? No, they're not that old. We're not talking Scadu English old here. I'm talking like nicknames that are like 100 years old. Like Jack or Bill. Yeah, for people who don't know Old English. Scadu English. Kids can be cruel. I'm not saying it. I'm not that brain rotted. I may have thought it, but I refrained from saying it. I'm recovering from my brain rot a little bit. Metal Gear reviews ended like a month ago. More than a month ago. I'm slowly recovering from the big ass Metal Gear binge that I was on for almost a year. Slowly coming back from it. I also the other day refrained from writing down on my to-do list, adding a no, that is not Solid Snake redeem. They're annoying. It's weird. I used to like kids, but then I worked with kids, and like after working with kids, I don't want to have kids anymore. Like I legitimately, it's off my list, at least for right now. I'm like, ooh, that was rough. I did not like, and I know it's like the whole thing about like, you'll never like other people's kids. And even if your kid is a little shit, you'll like them anyway. But like, man, other people's kids fucking suck. Holy shit. Some of them were great. Most of them weren't.
Warning, the enemy's tracking you on radar. Missile break.
rather just have cats. I'm not a cat person either. I'm a dog person. Well, bro, sometimes my dog... Sometimes I'm just like, this... My dog pisses me off sometimes as well. It's a roll of the dice. It's brutal. Because I worked in an after-school program. And there were some kids who would come in because it was like membership based, right? So it was like the parents would pay for the membership and get like a certain amount of days a week depending on how much they paid for. But like the lowest tier of it was like 2 days a week. So working there, you know, some of them were coming in like 5 days a week. And yeah, like you get to know each and every one of them pretty quickly, at least in terms of just how easy to work with or not easy to work with they are. And man, there were so many of them that they would come in and I would see them come in and I'm like, oh, God damn it, here we go. Some of them would come in and I'm like, okay, this is chill. I like this guy. There was one kid who always brought his Switch every time, without fail, always had his Nintendo Switch on hand. This was when the Switch was pretty new. This was back when the Switch was relatively new. And he was hilarious because always his thing was that kid sounds annoying as hell. No, he was on the chill list for me because he did always bring his Switch, but I would always be like, all right, here's the thing. He was on the older end. I think the cap on how old the kids could be for this program, because a lot of the employees were like high schoolers. I think the oldest you could be was 13, if I remember right. I want to say it was 13 because the average age of the employees at this place was like 17, 18 years old. So if we had like high schoolers coming in for tutoring and high schoolers working there, it would have been a shit show, right? But
Belkan Priority 1 Strategic Airspace B7R.
Yeah, he would come in and I would be like, all right, bro,
Round table.
I got you.
It was the
Once you
grand
finish
stage where we piloted
the homework you've got,
we were all on an equal footing.
we
fighting under the
can
same
figure something out
conditions.
with the Switch.
No affiliation.
And I genuinely,
ranks to
I would
hinder
play
us.
like 5 minutes, or
Aces from
10 minutes
every
of
nation
Switch
was
games with him,
crossed
like
those
every time he
skies
came in,
superiority.
because it worked
The only
consistently.
rule of engagement was
And he was like, sorry, I brought up the age thing because he was like 12 when he started going there. He was on the older end. And yeah, I was like, once we've got your shit done and your parents can't be mad that we're not getting anything done here, then the Switch is cool. I don't even care that you bring the Switch. I watch a Resi YouTube channel from a lady that once said, all of your motherhood goes away once you become a teacher. I feel that way with my fatherhood. I wasn't even a full teacher. And I feel that way. I'm like, do I want to go through all that? What games did he play on it? It was when it was pretty new. So like Mario Kart was on there. Smash Bros came out pretty soon after, right? I'm trying to remember what else. Man, what was on the Switch like right when it came out? If you played Fortnite, I would have banned it. No, nothing network. I don't think we ever even connected his Switch to the internet there. Maybe we did. I don't. Someone else could have too, because I didn't work every day. Someone else could have. I was still in school, so I wasn't there every single day. But I don't remember. Mario Odyssey? Yeah, Breath of the Wild, definitely. Hello, Nemo.
Indigo 1 to all
Was fixing your on-screen chat on your to-do list? Yeah. I may have something. I actually forgot to punch it in, but I thought of something that might work. I could try it. I wrote it down on my phone's notepad. I thought of it while I was out. Like, I was literally standing in line with a buddy to order food, and I was like, holy shit, I have an idea for how to fix my chat. I thought of a way that I might be able to code around it. But it's a shot in the dark. It probably won't work. But I did think of something. A lot of people are pretty chill with it being gone, though. Not everyone. Some people miss it. But a lot of people are pretty chill with the on-screen chat being gone. I talked about I don't love it because a lot of the time the chat replay gets disabled by YouTube. Even if I have it set to stay on. I always have it set to stay on. But it doesn't always get archived. Like, the on-screen chat, at the very least, archives the chat in the video so that even if something goes weird on YouTube's end and we lose it, it's still, like, there. To know if delay got bad from stutters, that's true, too. You'd know how far back you were on the buffering.
Approaching gun range. Galm 1, missile launched.
YouTube seems to always have a little bit of like micro stutter whenever, at least for me, whenever I try to hit the live button to like catch back up to actually being like live, I feel like I get a couple little stutters that put me like a second behind every time. Like, I can never actually stay legitimately live. I always have to take like an extra second or so delay. Yeah. Their messages don't appear on the replay. Oh, like if they get timed out and it purges messages, that would make sense. I never even thought about that before.
B7R is more heavily guarded than we thought.
I never even thought
If it
about
wasn't
that.
for you, this ploy of ours probably would have failed. Keep up the good work.
Okay, hold on. I can... Wait, first of all, I should be able to buy the third special weapon, and then I can see how close we are to buying the next plane. We're getting into super plane territory, so things might get kind of pricey. And by kind of pricey, I mean pretty pricey. But even just a wyvern will make these S ranks go a lot faster. Oh, we've got money, dude. I did so many missions without coming back to check. Oops. Oops. Go back. Hold on. Whoa. Oh, we're close. 15K. I might get that the next mission. We're real close. We're entering super plane territory. And yes, I've heard of Project Wingman. Yes, I have heard of Project Wingman. Okay, hold on.
The Ustio and Osean coalition forces are to launch a joint campaign. The collective strategic military force of the two armies will be referred to as the Allied Forces. The campaign will be called Offensive Campaign Number 4101. The objective of this operation is to secure a sea transit lane for the Allied forces. To secure this channel, the Belkan forces occupying the Futuro Canal must be cleared out. You will be given a choice of missions in this joint operation.
Hold on.
Offensive
I'm
Campaign
cooking.
Number 4101 will be comprised of the following 3 air missions.
Oops.
First, there is
Wait a second, that
Belkan.
I have
This is an
hotkeys
air
on.
surface operation, whose objective is to wipe out Belka's air squadron, port facilities, and surface weapons. Next is Operation Round Hammer. This is an air-to-surface operation, whose objective is to wipe out the Belkan fleet, its port facilities, and surface weapons. And the last mission is called Operation Costa. This is an escort mission, whose objective is to protect the naval vessels in Osia's Third Fleet, including its state-of-the-art aircraft carrier, which will be making a trial voyage. Fierce resistance by Belkan forces is expected in all 3 missions. Choose carefully which one you wish to participate in. That is all.
Okay, let's see. It's way too fucked because of all the editing. Hold on. Whoa. I got it. I got it. Okay, it's gonna look way different than it used to. But I got it. It worked? Okay, it worked. Okay. I did some other editing in there, if you can see. Although I thought after I added it that the profile pictures might be a bad idea. But okay, hold on. There's a lot wrong. But give me a sec. How is that the fix? I'm going through the fonts right now. The profile pictures might be a bad idea. I thought so too. Like at first I'm like, that would be a really fancy idea. I could pull those. What'd you do to fix it? I added, hold on. I added a new function that on the, I added a new function that made it transparent. What font do I want though? Because I accidentally reset the font. We are so back. I can't believe that it worked. This is a distraction and a half, but you want Comic Sans? Fuck off. I don't remember what font I was using is the problem. You know what? I'll just leave it for now. I'll come back to this. I'll fix it up later. It looks like it's good now. Or good for now, rather. It looks like what we've got. It'll do. Is it too big? That's like the only thing. Do you guys think it's too big? Oh no, looking at it on phone, it's like perfect. Because it definitely depends like what screen you're on, right? So on my laptop, it looks really big. But on phone, it looks pretty good. Yeah, I think that's good. I might turn your profile pictures off. Or your avatars, as they are in the code, but I thought that would be cute, and it is, to be honest, but probably a bad idea to have those on. Probably.
Cover the Allied fleet so they can pass safely through the canal.
Looks good to me. Yeah, it looks big on desktop, but on mobile, it looks like perfect. I like them. I like them too. It's just YouTube. I've seen YouTube chatters before that like have a profile picture that's just a dick. So it's probably a bad idea. Unless you can code something to censor it. Yeah, there's nothing that I could do about that. I haven't seen any of those in here though. Yeah, a while ago. It's one of those things where like when I talk about the people who come in and spam slurs too, right? Like it's once in a blue moon. It's not a common thing, but I have to have it like prepared for it. I have to have a failsafe in there for it, right? Like I think the last time that happened was months ago at this point, but I still need to have the bot like protecting for it. And when it did happen, it was great. It only has to happen once, exactly. Like, it just happening at all is a bad thing. So I need to have the precautions set up. Messages stayed on screen longer before? They did, definitely. I was messing with a lot of stuff to try to get it to work. Average code stuff where you kind of mess with everything once you get through your main ideas, because eventually something will get it to work. Also, actually, hold on, let me try this. Because I added something that I found in there. Hold on. Oh my god, it works. I added another new function while I was trying to fix it. Where I would be able to have live reactions on, but you would also be able to, or sorry, I would be able to have the live reactions thing on without it actually being on screen. Look at me go. All updated and shit. Took a while, but it's here. The on-screen chat update is here. Reminder that for anyone who does cross over with False's chat, I have offered her this exact script. I've actually sent over the script before for her to use my YouTube chat box, but she didn't use it because she's afraid that my code will break. Which, fair enough, but we're talking like I sent her the chat box stuff like a year ago, more than a year ago. Because her Twitch one doesn't consistently work on YouTube. Like, it's kind of wonky. Because it's made for Twitch. It's totally different in the back end. But it is what it is. Heat Seeker? I don't know what Heat Seeker is. What's with all these random plane games? How do you guys just keep pulling these out of your ass? I feel like every other stream, someone brings up another new, like, flight game that I've never heard of. I have no specialty in anything. Programming's good. Like, job security-wise, I mean. I personally don't love programming, but it's a good skill set to have. Like, it's good that I know how to do it. For sure. But maybe not the profile pics. How do we feel about the live reactions? Like these little things? Can I send them? Am I able to send them? Will they pop up on my phone like this? Oh, they do. I can send them. Those things? I've never been big on this feature. The main reason I always have streamed with them off is because I couldn't figure out how to get them to not be on the on-screen chat. But now that I figured it out, how do you guys want it, or like turn it back off because it's just there always? Thoughts, opinions?
Mountain town of Solus Ortis is located just outside Ustio's capital.
They're kind of useless. Yeah, it's kind of just a random feature that I've never even like necessarily loved. Like when I decided to just turn them off because I didn't like having them on screen,
contact with the
it
Belkan
didn't
forces.
even feel like a loss, really.
This operation will play a critical
It
role
was just
in
kind of like,
peaceful
oh
resolution.
no. Anyway,
Your mission is to provide support for the airborne troops. Destroy Belka's surface-to-air defense network and all interceptor aircraft.
but I added the thing into the
Safe
script where I can
crossing
have
for
them
the
on and it
troops.
doesn't affect it, so
Be aware of civilians still inside Solus
just
orbits.
depends on what people
Your
think
actions
about
will
it.
determine their fate. Good luck.
The what now? The reactions, the little heart thing. You can actually, here, can I pop out chat and still do it? Yes, I can. Here, chat, let me show you. You can actually, look at you guys. You're there. You see the hearts going here? This thing? This is for desktop users primarily. I don't know if you guys on, can you do this on mobile? Doesn't look like you, oh, no, I don't think you can turn them off on mobile. Doesn't look like it. Okay. Gets in the way of chats. Yeah, that's the most annoying thing. But for those of you who are on a computer, again, for mobile, they don't have this on there yet. But if you're on here, you can click the little 3 dots. I can never remember what they're called. There's a fancy name, and I wish I could drop the knowledge on you, but I don't know. You can click this, and boom, it's gone. You can toggle it on and off on desktop. So, if you're a desktop user, you can just turn them off. On mobile, it's just depending on if I have it or not. That's not there. It should be there. Because I know that False has her reactions on. I'm not getting the option. Oh, what? Is that a moderator thing? Because I'm now just realizing that in False's chat, I'm a moderator. Wait a second. Oh, I've gotten the option on other. It's only when popped out. It's there for me when it's not popped out, but I'm in. Oh, wait, no, you're right. What the fuck? It's not there for me. It looks ass. You look ass. It's a little scuffed because I haven't actually been able to test the variables while seeing it while I've been working on it. So it looks a little weird, and the font is wrong, but it fucking works, False. And you see the profile pictures, that's definitely like the worst idea I had while working on it, but you see them? It works. It just works, False. That's what I'm saying. It's definitely a bad idea, but it works. And it's cool. Only took him 3 months. It did not take 3 months. How long did it take for me to fix it? Mine's been working? Yeah, but you remember mine broke? Because of a back-end update they made? Tibby brought it up and I was like, oh wait, I did have this random idea that I wrote down on like my notes on my phone while I was standing in line waiting to order food when I was out with friends. I randomly had an idea pop in my head for it. And I tried to punch it in real quick and sure as shit, it worked. All you had to do was update OBS. Well, I figured out a fancier way because I can't update OBS. So I figured out another way. I can figure it out. Tech background. Putting it to work. Why can't you? It would break my link between PCs because I'm not using a capture card for it. I'm using a plugin. I use the NDI plugin. I use NDI to connect my PCs. I don't have one of those fancy internal 4K capture cards from Elgato yet. Maybe someday. If I'm ever feeling spendy enough. Yeah, the plugin is no longer supported, so if I update beyond OBS like 27, is that? No, 28. I'm on OBS 28. If I update beyond that, it will no longer work. They don't update the plugin anymore. It's not supported anymore. So if you go on to newer revisions, it no work. Yeah, fuck this reactions thing. I'm turning it back off. Even though I found a fancy way to fix it on screen, fuck that. Have no intent. Yeah, no, they're just not going to make it anymore. Someone made another one? Did they? It would be the first I've heard of it. It's also huge. It's huge on desktop because I was saying the same thing. I thought it looked way too big. But on mobile, it's like perfect. It just looks weirdly big on desktop because bigger screen. But that's also why it's fading out faster, is because it's bigger. It looks really big on desktop, but on mobile, it looks about perfect. Like if you were to pull it up on your phone, you'd see what I mean. Oh yeah, the text wrapping. I need to wrap it. I need to have it wrapped sooner than that. You're right, I see that now. My lip syncing is off? Are you fucking kidding? My audio's out of sync now? Yeah, the text wrapping is a little fucked. That's true now that I see that. I could fix that really fast. Seems fine to me. Very. Try refreshing, people say. But False just got in here, maybe. Have you had it open just in another tab, False? I think bigger text, but faster fade out is nice. Especially for mobile users, for phone users. It's like an old dubbed Bruce Lee movie. Okay, hold on. I'll refresh it. Hold on. This might break more, but we'll see. Oh, looks better now. Okay.
Bandit down. Nice shot. Bandits in gun range. Sector C8 is now secure. We don't have much ammo left. Can you drop us a container? How's the enemy barrage?
Sing your A, B, C, D, E, F, G. H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P.
Galm 1, box 2. Locked on. Those are the way the enemy plays. Launch.
There's a slight delay still. Let me look at it. Let me look at it.
Incoming message.
I'm gonna get in there right away.
Airlift operation was a success. All enemy forces near Solus Ortis have been eliminated.
Because I have free YouTube Premium.
Galm Team.
Thank you, YouTube.
Complete. Return to base.
Because I have free YouTube Premium. Oh, it's a little off. It is slight, but I see it. Yeah, let me fix it. Hold on. No, I guess that looks pretty smooth. That looks good.
Galm 1, begin landing checks.
Oops, I didn't mean to skip that. I like doing the landing. God damn it.
Operation Varsity succeeded. Ground troops are now en route to Solis.
Water is better than Red Bull. I agree. I think Red Bull tastes like ass. Personally. Smoking the Suleimani pack for hopefully the last time. It's never the last time. My health issues say otherwise. I think there's a lot of factors in your health issues, False. I don't know if it's just the Red Bull. Oh my god, speaking of health issue, you guys should see the shirt that I have on today. The t-shirt is from when I used to be like fat, and it looks huge on me because it's all stretched out. It's legit. It's the same size that I wear now, which is why I kept it. But I haven't worn this shirt in like 2 years. And dude, it's like stretched. Like when I walk around, it's wild. Like when I was walking around this morning with it on, I would catch myself in like the reflection of anything and it would look like I was fat. Because the shirt is just so stretched from when I used to be. Freaked me out a little bit. I was like, whoa. Was that the Costco pizza? Did it fuck me up? Jedi Survivor is finally fixed. My PC sounds like it wants to fly, but the game is playable now. On an unrelated note, EA removed De Novo. Yeah, totally, definitely unrelated. The removal of De Novo and the performance getting better. Totally unrelated, surely. I'm team Monster. Oh, Monster's even worse. Monster's even worse. What do you mean? What are you talking about? Red Bull every day probably doesn't help. It does not help. Certainly does not help. Even if it's diet, the shit that's in diet is about as bad if you're drinking it like on a daily basis. It really is not any different, to be honest. It's just pick your poison. Do you want to die sooner from glucose intake or artificial sweetener intake? They'll kill you at about the same rate, but it's up to you. Again, if you're drinking it every day, if you drink like 1 soda a week or less, then yeah, diet's great for you. I want to die as soon as possible. How many sodas should I drink a day? As many as you can would be the answer to that. Super plane time. Oops, I said no to the special weapons. I at least wanted to look. I probably can't afford either. Qualms. Okay. Don't you fucking Minnesota me. You know how many fucking times I had to see that clip of Joe Biden yelling Minnesota? Because I'm from Minnesota, so like everyone here thought it was the funniest thing ever. Heihachi gameplay trailer comes out in 4 days. Source? Actually, wait, it's late September already? Oh my god. We are pretty close to Heihachi coming out, aren't we? I didn't even think about this until just now, to be honest with you.
Preparations to liberate Directus are now complete. I will now brief you on the Ustio 6th Air Division's role in regaining control of the capital. Directus is divided into 5 administrative wards centered on the River Crescera.
My sources, I made it the fuck up.
Powerful weapons have been placed in each ward.
What was I gonna Google? Oh yeah.
This battle will determine our fate, as the annihilation of all enemy forces will mean liberation for the nation of Ustio. The enemy forces are primarily comprised of ground troops, but we have received information that, while not yet confirmed,
Wait, what?
there is also a squadron of high-tech enemy fighters.
Oh, they have it scheduled. Oh.
Your orders are to destroy
Yeah.
the Belkan forces and liberate
Heihachi trailer is on the 24th at 9 a.m. My time zone. 9 a.m. my time zone. Well, what do you know? Because I Googled when he's coming out. Yeah, everyone's theorizing October, which is what I thought. I was saying mid to late October, and that's what like everyone else is saying online right now. How is he still alive? Tekken 5 whole deal was that he was finally dead. You guys, here's the thing. Specific to Tekken, nobody dies, especially not Heihachi. This is the 3rd time he's died. Let that sink in, okay? It's not even just Tekken 5. He dies at the end of Tekken 1. This is the 3rd time Heihachi has died. He doesn't stay dead. Like, even specifically this character doesn't stay dead. He just doesn't. Never happens. But especially with just fighting games in general, none of them do. Because fighting game roster is so integral to like the identity of a fighting game. No fighting game character will ever stay dead. At least if they're an iconic character. Like, you can kill Heihachi as many times as you want, he's coming back. You can kill Scorpion or Sub-Zero as many times as you want, they're coming back. You can go kill Ryu if you want, he'll come back. Doesn't matter. Fighting games, like, structurally, are not the kind of games where you can actually legitimately kill people off. Because fighting game characters are too important to the identity of the game.
Box 2. Enemy armored vehicle destroyed. Shack on the target.
How I shouldn't drink diet? No, you didn't miss anything, because apparently you heard all of it. And if you didn't, TLDR, the shit that's in diet will kill you about as fast if you're drinking it every day. It's just a different kind of health complication. Scorpion is maybe not a good example. Well, he's not immortal right now. They rebooted his ass. They rebooted everyone's ass. Yeah, you can kill a fighting game character story-wise, but they're gonna come back. Especially if they're like a staple. If you ever see a staple fighting game character die, they're not dead. M. Bison, anyone? Even specific to Tekken, you know who else has died? Kazuya, Jin. They've both died. Kazuya once. Jin. Hold on. Jin died at the end of 3. And I want to say, no, Jin has only died the one time. Yeah, Jin only died at the end of 3. Jin's mother didn't... True, June is back. Literally with no story explanation, she's just alive. We haven't found out how yet, but she's back. I really thought that we would find out how by the end of Tekken 8's story, but they kind of just didn't mention... Well, to be fair, she appeared in the story less than I thought she would, too. Jin dies in 3 and instantly revives. Yeah, they didn't fuck around with the Jin one. They shot him in the head. He was dead for like 10 seconds, and then he came back. So it's like, yeah, that one, they didn't even fuck around with it. But Kazuya dies at the end of 2, and they didn't bring him back until 4. They just skipped Kazuya in Tekken 3 entirely, because Jin replaced him for that game. But it's... yeah. Kazuya died too. Oh yeah, King, well, okay. King is a weird one, and Armored King. The same thing happened to both of them pretty much. Neither King nor Armored King are the same King and Armored King who were in Tekken 1. But that's a whole other thing. Whole different, just different thing. I was gonna try to think of a colorful way to say it. I got nothing. What? If you don't know your Tekken lore, don't worry, you're in good hands. King and Armored King are both not the same person. that they were originally. In both cases, they were killed off in the story, but then like a pupil of theirs came back and like donned the mask and pretended to be them to like carry on the legacy. It happened with both King and Armored King. Both of them, like if you look at the Armored King in Tekken 1, totally different from who we have in like 7 and 8. When one dies or gets too old, another takes their place. Yeah, it's just every time one of them is out of the story for some reason, they come back. Was a rival of Vanilla King? I think Armor King was King's like mentor, right? Or am I wrong about that? Do I have that wrong? I'm pretty sure that's right. Isn't it? I think King learned from Armor King.
Let's take care of him.
God, Heihachi's gonna be so fun. Mostly just because I'm Mishima. I'm a Mishima guy. So I've said it before with Heihachi coming back. But like Tekken 8, I bought Eddie, I bought Lydia. I enjoyed both of them. I don't play either of them anymore. Like I paid like my $8 a character because I was like, yeah, I'm gonna have fun with this character for a bit. And then I'm gonna go back to my mains. But with Heihachi, I know Heihachi. Heihachi is gonna be a whole different story because I'm actually going to play him for like the rest of the game being out consistently. It's gonna be my 5th main that I stick with in Tekken 8. I'm fine. I like being able to play a bunch of characters, to be fair.
Airspace threat eliminated. Galm Team, mission complete.
I've considered picking up King as like a legit main because they gave him a wave dash. And it genuinely has made me be like, okay, is King a Mishima now? I think it counts. They gave him a wave dash. I think it counts. I'm kind of sad to see Assault Horizon getting cooked in the bracket voting today, but it makes sense.
On May 13th, 1995.
Like I knew this would happen.
Ustio was finally liberated.
Hold on.
The tide of war was about to change dramatically.
Have we tried Kazuya and Smash? I have not. I didn't buy them. I don't have any Smash DLC actually. You fixed the on-screen chat? I did. But my Tekken Kazuya is pretty good now. I bet I could throw down on Smash. I've heard there's like a weird amount of crossover between them. Like a strange amount. Surely the Smash version isn't as execution heavy, I would have to assume. But I've heard that it is like weird how much it carries over between either of them. Who brings wrestling to a fighting game and actually makes it work? What about Geef? They gave him modern controls. Geef can press one button and spinning pile driver you now. Come on. Come on. But no, King definitely, I think King is the best wrestling character in fighting games, for sure. He's just so fun to watch, especially like more than anything. Like you go back and you watch like the Lil Majin run from like, what was that, 2018, 2019? Where if you don't know your Tekken shit, if I'm just speaking gibberish, there was a like a new player on the competitive scene. He showed up at a major tournament, like one of the biggest of the year, and he was playing King, and he was whooping everyone's ass. Like all these guys who have been playing Tekken competitively for like over a decade, this random dude playing like the funny wrestling Catman just showed up and started plowing through them. Just one by one, just boom, 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 moving his way up. He went through the whole tournament. He made it all the way. I can't remember if he won or if he lost in the finals, but he made it to the finals at the very least. He might have won. I don't remember. And to add on to that, the guy also happened to be incredibly fucking funny, like just as a person. Like he had such a loud personality. Like he was so fun to watch, man. He hasn't played really competitively in 8 yet, but he's started streaming a lot more on Tekken 8, like as of the last month or so. He's started like really streaming more. And he's apparently just been playing the game and like quietly really learning how to play King again. And it seems like he's gonna start competing again soon. So I'm looking forward to that because he's amazingly fun to watch. King mains who know what they're doing are a different type of scary. They're really scary. Because it's like Tekken throw breaks are really complicated. And you have a really short window. It's what, 14 frame window to break a throw? But you have to know what throw is coming at you to break it. And King has like 30 throws, not including chain throws. So you get someone who really knows how to play King and like they can play neutral and everything as well. And it's terrifying. Like genuinely, it's really scary. God, Heihachi's gonna come out though, and I'm gonna be so washed on Tekken. I've been playing Marvel. I genuinely, I haven't played Tekken in like a week. Like not even once. I've just been playing Marvel. Because Marvel's really fun. That collection is nice. Playing the old MVC games with rollback and everything. It's good shit. It's some good shit. And they also priced it at $50 instead of going all the way for the $60. They didn't need to do that, but they did. You get 6 fighting games and the Punisher arcade game for $50. And it's just, it's a steal. The value is crazy. Like that's the sort of collection that at full price, the value is already great. You're already getting those games, like if you're looking at them individually at least, for like Steam sale prices, right? You're getting them for like $8 a piece about. Dude, Gon is such a ridiculous character. I love that for people who like to play like classic, like proper old school PS1 Tekken still, they all play Tekken Tag, right? Because it's literally just like Tekken 3, but with all the characters from 1, 2, and 3 in it. And they, like most competitive tag events today, will either not ban any character or they will ban Gon. It depends who's running it. It used to be that they would ban Gon and God, what's his name? Dr. something. There was another one that used to get banned in almost every tournament, but nowadays most don't. Nowadays it really is just like they'll ban Gon and that's about it. If they even ban him. A lot of them let it fly nowadays. But if anyone gets banned, it's gonna be Gon. Oh yeah, you literally just said it. Where are these planes? Where are these planes? It's the return of the king. Yeah, I've been seeing Lil Majin pop up on like YouTube Shorts a lot. just with little random clips of him on matchmaking. And he's doing some really fucked up shit with King that like no one in his chat has ever seen. Like he'll just do this crazy setup that takes off such a ridiculous amount of health, and then he'll just casually be like, oh yeah, by the way, like for any of you King players, that's guaranteed, like that works every time. He's just casually dropping like so much forbidden knowledge on people for King right now in Tekken 8, and it's scary. Because King players, once Lil Majin like really fully returns, are going to have all of the most ridiculous tech at this rate. Although to be fair, at least right before Marvel came out and I got on my Tekken break, I was back to playing Jin. Just Jin, not Devil Jin. I was playing Devil Jin again for a bit. And Jin setups have gotten pretty crazy in Tekken 8. Like we've just, over the time that the game has been out, we've found some really fucked shit on Jin. Jin and Reina are the Mishimas with the ridiculous setups right now. And Devil Jin has great setups, but they're hard to land consistently. Jin and Reina have like easy to set up, consistent setups, and it's yeah. Jin especially has one where if you tornado someone, you can get like almost guaranteed Oki on everyone because no one knows what to do against this, even in like relatively high ranks like where I play. Like not the top of the game. I'm sure at the very top I won't be able to get away with it anymore. But Jin has one setup where like at the end of a combo, instead of just doing your normal combo ender, you can like kick them into the ground right at the end of it. And then as they stand up, you can do an uppercut where unless they know that you're going to do it and they know how to counter it, they either just eat an extra hit after like the combo normally would have ended, so it just gets you more damage, or if they mash into it, like if they try to push a button to hit you as they get up, you launch them into another combo immediately. It resets the combo if they mash on you, and you get a second one for free. And it's super fucked up, especially because it's really easy to do. All this fighting game talk sounds like gibberish. That's why when we stream fighting games, you gotta hang out. You'll learn. They're magical, damn it. You just wait. I'm waiting to trap False into a fighting game. It's going to happen. I'm gonna make a fighting game enjoyer out of her. You gotta wait. We gotta wait for the right opportunity. Never cared about them. You didn't have the click. It's all about the click with fighting games. I always say with the click, it normally is, well, okay. I used to think that it was just finding the right fighting game, but I've kind of realized that it's about finding the right game and the right character within that game, like at the same time. Which is why it's not niche, it's far from niche, but it's definitely not the most popular. And a lot of people are like, oh yeah, I like watching people who are good at fighting games play them because they look cool. And like it's fun to watch because it's just a one-on-one thing. So like there's kind of an inherent like what's the word? Narrative almost with every fighting game match, because it's just one-on-one and it's just a pure like skill matchup between two people and that's it. Like there's an inherent entertainment value to fighting games just as like a spectator sport, right? So a lot of people love watching them, but they have no idea how to play them. But it's just, you gotta have the click with something. Like I didn't really like fighting games until I played Kazuya on Tekken 7. Like that was the moment where I was like, oh fuck. It makes sense now and I want to learn. I want to learn more. I need more power. And just getting into Tekken made it so I was able to get into Street Fighter. And getting into Street Fighter made it so that I was able to get into Marvel vs. Capcom. And it goes from that point. Once you have your click with one fighting game, it all kind of just slowly branches out from there. Where like, you'll get into another fighting game because of the one you're already into. And then because of that other one that you've gotten into, it makes it easier to get into more. It's just, it's all about that one click. False and I did play Street Fighter 6 a bit, but our original plan got derailed really hard. So it ended up being like, I was able to teach False like the very basic Street Fighter mechanics in the first like 15 minutes of playing, and then other friends came on and it kind of just became like a whole free-for-all where we were all cycling through. And False did not like get to have any learning moments beyond like the first 15 minutes. So she kind of just got thrown to the wolves for like 3 hours and was like, nope, fighting games, I'm bad at them. Nope. So I've been waiting to get her onto something else and to not have that happen. Like to actually just have it be like, okay, this is a safe space where I'm not gonna whoop your ass. Although I also was saying, like, whatever character she wants to play, I need to learn that character to do that really well. Because like just knowing the game is one thing, but if I know like her buttons and like how her moves work and stuff, it'll make it so much easier to give her the blueprint to figure things out with. Like when we played, she wanted to play Chun-Li. So like if I want to teach her how to play Street Fighter 6, I probably have to pick up and learn Chun-Li first. Like I know the game, I don't know the character. Although the thing that's weird about Chun-Li is not a good starter character. At least not in Street Fighter 6. She's not a good character to start with. But
the operation was a success.
Any
the Allied forces have broken
what's
through
it?
The Hadrian line, bringing the
Any
battle
character
to
that looks cool to you and that you have fun playing is the best starter character. Like some of them you will have a harder time picking up the game at a base level. Like when I tried to pick up Tekken playing Kazuya, he's just a harder character. But he was the character that was fun enough and interesting enough that I actually got into the game. So like he was the perfect starter character, you know? Yeah, you wouldn't want to start with Hayabusa either. You definitely wouldn't. To get hooked would be fighters. Fighters, I enjoy playing fighters. That's a game that I have not learned well enough to actually be able to keep up, though. That game is fucking batshit crazy. Just crazy. My brain can't process fast enough. It can. The thing with fighting game, every fighting game feels like that at first, but you just have to, like, it's a time investment thing where just as you play the game and you figure out how things work and how your character works and how other characters work, like more and more of it just becomes like subconscious and you know what's going on. Just, it comes with time. Sparking Zero is going to have like 180 something. Yeah, the final Sparking Zero roster is fucking crazy. I'm going to be playing that on stream the day it comes out, for sure. So, that character roster is insane, though. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did enjoy, and you haven't done so already, feel free to go ahead and leave a sub, come back another time. We're doing this. We're doing Armored Core, Elden Ring DLC tomorrow. The bitch dies. I swear it. He has to. He has to tomorrow. Oh, wait, the chat box isn't on here. There. Oh my, why is it so small? Okay. Anyway. I'll fix that. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, we're doing like, what else? I'm forgetting a couple things. Metal Gear and Resident Evil as well. And then I've got a couple other things cooking and random streams where we play like Marvel versus Capcom like the other day. So come back for any of it. Also, if you enjoyed and you haven't done so already, feel free to leave a like, algorithm stuff, you know. If you're looking for links to anything outside of YouTube to engage with the community, check out links in the description below, things like Twitter, Discord server, whatever. Those are all down there. Other than that, though, once again, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you always back here next time. I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Thank you for coming to the stream, and goodbye.